This is Vivica Williams with UATV Head to Head. Ukraine is a large emerging market, yet there's much to be done to improve doing business, whether it's starting a new company or doing new information to pay your taxes. It can be a long legal process, requiring a lawyer and multiple procedures. So what's the solution? Well, in general, integrating law and technology can be considered the next step. Today, we're talking with Artem Afyan with Juscutum Law firm, who's going to talk with us about law and technology. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting.
So the reason we're talking with you today, because I was very intrigued with the fact that your law firm is helping with some procedures to shorten the time it takes to start a company.
Yeah, we started this project because we saw that in developed democracies, it's very easy to start your own business, but in countries such in Ukraine, there are multiple procedures, and we saw that the technology could help you, but we didn't want just to improve the procedure. We want to give more than any government can give. So we just not only help to create legal entity, we help our bot helps to start the whole business. So, for example, to choose a bank, to choose an accountant, it gives you some tax advices. And it means that for you, starting a business is like a game. You just chat with the bot whenever you like, and after it, your business is done.
And so what other type of processes, if we talk about Ukraine in general, are going on to help make it easier to navigate the legal system?
At this moment, we're working on each question that a person has with starting a business. It means taxation questions, accountant services, trademark and all intellectual property questions, then also some issues about banking accounts, wires abroad, and then we want to go further and to create the whole ecosystem of supporting business by bots.
And so how is Ukraine in general doing in this, their legal and tech? How's the Ukrainian government doing, and how in the general is the legal system for people who want to start businesses?
I can say that a Ukrainian legal system is quite archaic. But what's the most pushing us forward is society, civil society of Ukraine, and actually the business part of it. Because people are demanding changes so much that sometimes they just replace government who is doing some procedures and help. For example, even our company, we voluntarily draft some laws for the government. We help in drafting laws just to fasten the reforms here.
Okay, and what specifically is going on with the Ukrainian government trying to integrate technology into legal processes?
Ukraine has so-called e-gov agency. So for today, all things about making a e-democracy is an issue for Ukrainian government. But Ukrainian government never been so very fast, and it always takes time. But for Ukrainian business, time is money. So that's why we are starting doing this now. And we also help to e-gov agency to improve some procedures and find the best technology they can. For example, I think and I feel that Ukraine will be one of the leaders in the world with implementing blockchain technology into government sector.
So tell me a bit more about blockchain.
I think many people heard about Bitcoin. This is some kind of money, virtual currency, or cryptocurrency.
Well, and Ukraine is one of the leaders in using Bitcoin, and even the government recognizing the use of this, right?
Yeah, government. I can say that government doesn't deny of using Bitcoin. But the main idea of Bitcoin that is based on blockchain technology. Blockchain technology allows you to make the perfect register because based on rules of mathematics, it makes the list very strong and transparent. So nobody can change what's written there. So it means that every register government has, for example, the register of land property, the register of shares or something else, can be done on blockchain. And it's also one of the methods to find corruption.
And so how do you see this being integrated? Do you see the government adopting this or with...
Yeah, I know that government at this moment, they have some projects. It's only on the stage of pilot. And they really have a strong analysis, and also we brought some analytic there about how government can use blockchain. In Georgia, there is a first project of land register based on blockchain, and it helps people to save time and money because you don't need many people to serve in this service anymore. It just works on the software, and this software is really strong. It's protected from hackers.
So it can really reduce corruption as well as improving transparency. What other examples do you know of other countries or organizations that are using blockchain?
Yeah, I know that at this particular moment, Dubai is started only project of blockchain Dockflow, and they see it as a base of so-called smart cities. It's the future of cities where you don't need many people in government sector because everything what's according to procedures are done by software.
So then we look at this idea with smart cities. So I know that Ukraine, for example, Dnipro is really pushing towards smart cities. So this comes back to this underlying with the improving the legal processes.
Of course.
That can, and part of that is what your idea is with blockchain. Blockchain, correct?
Blockchain, yeah.
Yep, being able to help first with the legal processes. Then blockchain helps with reducing corruption, improving transparency, and then we're on the next steps towards smart cities.
Yeah, of course. And even now, even today's initiative, Kyiv Smart City also, they're also looking onto blockchain. The main idea why it's very important for Ukraine, because, for example, in European Union, in United States, government system is working well. So the need to improve it, of course, it exists, but it's not the question of how government can survive as it is in Ukraine, because in Ukraine there are lack of money in the budget to serve for many procedures and many people in government sector. There is lack of time for fighting corruption, and there are huge problems.
And it's over bloated in a sense too. It's bloated with too many people, redundancies as well.
Yeah, so the technology seems to be the only way to solve these problems at all.
And so coming back to this idea of the legal services and adding to technology. So you were saying to me earlier that Ukrainian government is really starting to get a foothold in being able to do this. So what could a business owner or someone who wants to start a business, what can they do right now here in Ukraine online?
At this moment already, but having at first some small procedures, a legal entity can be registered online. Now, at this moment, a small part of government services also can be received online, but I think in a year the whole business could be done just online.
So now it's kind of in its infancy.
Yeah.
And your company, your firm has created this legal bot to try to bridge this, the infant structures from the government, and trying to bridge that to help people be able to do more in starting a business.
Yeah, and also the whole idea of our company that the modern legal system, not in Ukraine but all over the world, is some kind of a tragedy for society, because it involves so many talented people just to work on not very smart procedures. And we think that replacing as many as we can with technology can free people's minds to other sectors, for example, culture, science, etc. That's why we think, we see our goal is to help in transforming legal profession into something else, to be more technological.
So not just in Ukraine. And I know from people, you can talk to anyone who's a business person here, you have just to, even to be able to navigate a few steps, you need a lawyer. So here we have lawyers in Ukraine doing the type of work that could be done by a legal assistant or now by a legal bot, which is like an assistant. And you're saying our lawyers can then concentrate on more significant work.
Yeah, to more intelligent work. And also, what can I tell? We try to do it, I can tell, tasty, because we don't like just to make it pure technology. For example, in making our bots, we involved psychologists and sci-fi writer. So to create something that could really satisfy a business owner with chatting with it.
So it's enjoyable. It's something that doesn't use some type of new technology that you have to relearn. It's something that's kind of intuitive.
It's very easy. It's now at this moment it's in Telegram, bot. So you can chat with it just like you chat with your friends.
So like Telegram, so the same as WhatsApp or Messenger or Viber, any of these type of things.
We'll go to Facebook, so you will be able to create a business in Ukraine just through Facebook.
Wow. Well, this is, I can tell you, as you probably know, so many people who want to start a business here in Ukraine are going to be really excited to hear it.
And that's what's our idea. So if we look around, we can see that there is a lot of gamification. Many processes that we see in the world, they're simplified, they're made enjoyable, and all modern services are like that. So our idea is to give people opportunity to start business as a game, because business, it's a game.
Well, and to be able to start it, do you see any, as I say, to be able to start a game easily, it's great. Do you see any drawbacks to this, though? Someone being able to so easily start a business?
I think we will find some problems, but at this particular moment, it's very important to help people to start business, because also Ukrainian economy is not in the best shape, and if we help as more people as we can to start a business, it will be very good for our economy.
And Ukraine is definitely full of lots of people who are entrepreneurial.
Yeah, and I think it's quite not bad.
Thank you so much for being with us today, Artem.
Thank you.
Today we talked with Artem Afyan, a lawyer with Juscutum Law firm, and we talked about the future of starting a business in Ukraine and making it easier with technology. This is Vivica Williams with Head to Head, and now you know.